Well, thank you very much for your for joining the presentation today. And Nanolux is a Japanese company, and then we are very focused on infrared. And then Nanolux is R&D company, and I have a really excellent technology for your business. So hope that you'll find it. Our technology is very interesting and useful for your business opportunity. And here is my today's objective. I like Singapore, and because Singapore has an open culture and very agile, and I think Singapore has a strong need in healthcare. So I want to find a business and an investment partner in Singapore. So let me introduce my company and the technology, and please come back to us if you have any interest in us. In a word, Nanolux is good at infrared. Infrared is very attractive because it's invisible, harmless, and it can be sensed by silicone device. So it's a really good wavelengths or lights and to use in a healthcare because of all these features. Why Nanolux is good at infrared? Because we have these three strengths in infrared. First of all, I have a special technology to generate a color image only by infrared. We call it color night vision. Second, I have a system application, particularly to Fundus camera. And vital sensing is very good by infrared illumination. Third, there is a special device technology. We call it a multispectral sensor in IR. And it's not easy to fabricate, but Nanolux has a special technology to fabricate multispectrum sensor with a very convenient and easy way to, and economical way to make it. So let me start with color night vision in this presentation. In a word, color night vision can get a color image only by infrared. In a conventional night camera, use infrared, but the image is black and white, as you see on the left side. But our technology is very good to regenerate color, and not using RGB or normal light, but using only infrared. Why it's good? Because color is very powerful. If you look at that picture like this, color image is much easier to understand by human's eye. Therefore, actually, it's very good at understand by the machine too. Here is a video, and you may see that you see the video is moving, and then actually there's the AI is running behind it. And the right side is color night vision. Left is color night vision. Right is conventional, and color is more powerful and more accurate and to identify color and person. And because color can use not only shape but also color information to identify these objects. And actually, we already installed this technology in a real place. And this is one example. And this camera is installed on the highway because on the highway monitoring, color is one of the important elements and to identify the things on the highway. Okay, so this is a brief introduction about color night vision. Then question is how we are going to use this technology in healthcare. And then here is our proposal. This technology is really fit well in Fundus camera. Why? Because a normal Fundus camera or a conventional Fundus camera, medical Fundus camera use RGB or normal light. Eyes react to normal light. So it's not easy to take photo. A doctor need to position the camera well, look into the back of eye, where is called fundus, and then and they need a special camera to take it. But if we use infrared, because it's not blinky, it's very easy to position the camera to the fundus, and then we don't need a doctor actually. Patient or consumer, and just use this camera, position their eye, into the fundus by themselves. So it can be a selfie, and it can be very simple because camera mechanics is very simple, and and then in addition, fundus has a rich information about healthcare. So this camera can get the very important health information from back of eye, without getting a doctor's help, by himself or by herself, and very easy. And then in addition, it's very convenient and cheap. And if we combine this camera with AI diagnosis, they can do the health check every day at home. That is our idea. Our target is not just the eye disease. Our target is life-related disease. On the back of eye, we can observe blood directly. Therefore, we can take many important information around life-related disease. I think all you know, life-related disease is one of the big health issues in the world. And the early detection is a key for this disease. So if we use this camera, we can find the life-related disease as early as possible. And if something wrong, they can start get the treatment, personally or from medically. We already have a prototype, and this is a prototype camera. And and I'm gonna show how it works. But I think the key point is, person is looking into camera by himself, okay? And that's the key. Then it's easy to take a photo, and then since patient doesn't feel anything, it's very convenient. Let me run this play that video. Hope you enjoy and you got the idea. And here is some follow-up. So we can take this on color image only by infrared. It's not blinking. That's the key. And then on the right side, you see the green box, and all these are eye disease, and we can find it out. On the left side, you can find life-related disease. So these are also found from this from this image. So let me summarize the benefit of the our Fundus camera. First, it's simple. And simple means less cost because the mechanics can be super simple. And it's easier for the user, and because it's easy to take, and we don't need a dark room, and we just use normal space and to take a photo camera, and we don't need to open the meiosis at all. And actually, there is a big possibility to expand the opportunity later on, and IR can find more than RGB. So there is some academic research around this topic, but we are going to find more as we use this device. Regarding a roadmap, currently we have a POC which was fabricated on Q3 this year. Then we are going to have a healthcare more complicated product next year. And then I'm going to develop a personal healthcare device in Q1 2022. It can be standalone or can be installed on the smartphone. I said, and this camera is not expensive. It's cheap. It's super cheap actually. Medical fundus camera costs like 20,000, 30,000 US dollar at least. But this camera can be built in less than $100. So I wish that every household has one fundus camera and to check their eye or back of eye and to find any symptom about life-related disease. That's gonna improve our health life at all. And this is FDA things, and this is a new device. However, technology is basically conventional. So we don't need a clinical test. We can just fit industry standard or medical standard, and then we don't need to do the clinical test at all and to sell this product. And the target is, as I say, it's a personal health care, and including smartphone. And it's already committed, and a lot of good project is going on now. The opportunity is huge. And regarding a case study, I have a few projects, but Fundus is one of the top. And then opportunity is big, and many customers like to use this technology. So I hope that you may want to join it. So let me introduce last technology. That is sensor technology. To realize this machine or camera, I need a special imaging sensor. We call it IR multispectrum sensor. But I don't need to develop a sensor from the scratch. I can use sensor wafer from any sensor company like Sony, Samsung, or OVT. And my technology is only filter. And the filter has to organized on every pixel of the imaging sensor. And I have a special technology on it. And the package is generic. And here is a filter structure. I'll skip this one because it's too technical. However, just say this is very simple and easy to fabricate, and very how can I say, this filter is very thin. So that means this filter can fit into a tiny pixel like a smartphone sensor. And the POC is done. This sensor was fabricated this year. So technically, we proved that this is available. And using this sensor, we can get color IR image like this. And then there is no shortfall in the image or sensor characteristics. So this sensor can go into the market easily. Okay, so this is technology technology things. So let me just give you a few slides about Nanolux. I have a business background in a big multinational organization like Intel, Dell, and British American Tobacco. And I'm running this company in last 5 years. And I know how to manage the business. Then we did a lot of business engagement, smartphone, automotive, surveillance, etc. And I have a 2 investment round in the past. And the Nanolux is kind of famous in Japan. It's I joined the G20 as an exhibitor as a technology demonstration, and I had a few good awards from a big Japanese electronic company. And then this is not only in Japan, but actually Nanolux was introduced in China too, and this was broadcasted all over the China. And let me just show the video.
吸引了44个国家和国际组织，共68个境外团组参展。不仅参展国家数创下了历史新高，而且参展的项目也是看点十足。在日本展位，这款彩色暗视摄影机就吸引了众多观众的目光。 平常我们都以为红外线与颜色并无太大关联，但这家日本企业就自主研发出一种暗示技术，能从红外线中取出颜色信息，并转化成彩色图像。换言之，就算在夜晚或暗光的环境下，利用这种技术的红外线摄像头也能拍摄出彩色的图像。
全球的专利，然后呢是可以在一个无光感的情况下完全拍到彩色的一个效果。
Okay. So financial projection, it's a big opportunity, is huge. So that is from me today. I'm really looking for agile partner, and technology is good, and I believe that this technology can help you. So if you are interested in this technology or Nanolux, please contact me anytime. I'm ready to discuss this more detail with you guys. And I'm looking for customer, fabrication partner, and M&A coordinator. Thank you very much. Thank you.